Good morning, I'm Lieutenant General Todd Semonite, 54th Chief of Engineers, and we're on the road again in Puerto Rico with rebuilding the power grid. We've been down here for over 200 days, and we're all committed to be able to make sure that we get the people of Puerto Rico back up on the grid. We work for FEMA, we're side-by-side partners with PREPA, the Puerto Rico Power Authority, and we're committed to be able to make sure we see this through. Today we're about 96.7%. With me is Jason Kirk. He's the commander of the Jacksonville district, but he's also the commander of Task Force Power. Jason, we're right here in the middle of a residential area. How complicated is this power mission? Why would it take 200 days? And how are we going to continue to be committed to see this thing through?
Chief, welcome back to Puerto Rico. At this point, as the chief said, over 96%. We're focused on finishing strong, over 200 days now. We've got just over 40,000 pre-storm customers that we need to get on the grid. Over the course of these 200 plus days, we've had industry partners. We've been closely linked and continue closely linked with PREPA and then the Army Corps of Engineers. Behind us, you've got one of our contractors, Power Secure. We've just moved them into Caguas, but not only in these urban areas, but up into the mountains behind us. And that's where the hardest final work is. We're getting after that work. We're still moving material around. The Corps still got generators that are in Puerto Rico to provide power. And we're proud to be a part of this, but we know we've got work to do through April, through May, and we're getting after it.
So with me is Colin Jones. He's the commander of the Nashville district, but the deputy down here at Task Force Power. Colin, this is hard, and a lot of times when you think about putting the grid up in the middle of Oklahoma on a flat area and you're doing it right next to the road, you can understand that it might take a little bit faster to get it up. But right now we're right in the middle of a residential area. That guy just put that pole in about half an hour ago, had to dig down 6 feet with shovels and posthole diggers, and then launch that pole in with a crane. Tell our team a little bit about how complicated is this, and what are we doing to be able to make sure we're being as aggressive as possible at getting people on the grid?
Roger that, sir. So as we've gone to the last 3%, we've gone from the regions to the municipalities. Now we're fighting from barrio to barrio, being able to go through a sign, see where each line is at, who's on it, and when we're going to get it repaired. By moving Power Secure into the Caguas region, we are aggressively attacking some of the hardest hit areas and also moving into the mountainous regions.
And what you've got here, you got pole trucks up and down this street. We just met with the mayor. He's making sure that we've got good liaison back with the people. We have a liaison right here that's talking to the residents. And I think the biggest single point at this point is communication. Side by side with PREPA, make sure we're talking to the residents. I think we've still got a couple days on this street, but it all is about continuing to be aggressive in making this happen. So I think the bottom line is that this really is a partnership, and it really goes back to this Stafford Act. We're just really bringing everybody back to where we were. New equipment, new poles, done to code, but there's still a lot of questions as to how do you build more resiliency in there, and that's what Congress is dealing with right now. How do we continue to take care of the people of Puerto Rico? So I'm real proud of what you guys have done. This is about our civilians, our soldiers, our NCOs down here on the ground, committed to see this mission through side by side with PREPA, and we couldn't do it any better. And our motto in the Army is Army Strong. Our motto in the Corps of Engineers is Building Strong. But I'm getting this unbelievable passion from all of the guys like you that we're going to be finishing strong to continue to take this across the finish line. Great job, Jason. Thanks for your leadership down here. Colin, I know you got a lot of other things on your plate, but let's get this street up and running.